We're going to get the Dragy box out today. Hopefully it still works.
I feel like I'm on a bloody roller coaster.
No way.
Yeah. All right, just go on. What? The R8 done it in 2.86. This is just
They're seriously fast cars, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. All these cars are seriously fast. This has just done it.
So, Ibby, back on the channel again. We just filmed a video doing a deal on your E90 M3, which we've successfully done. It was a fair deal for both of us, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's now on Planet of Dreams. So, for everyone who wants to be in for chance of winning that car, it's available to enter for 10, 15p or whatever it is. I'll link it below. But Tesla Model S Plaid.
The main event.
The main event, Ibby.
you being the passenger on the wrong side.
It's a left-hand drive as well. Yeah, that's weird. So this is, it's not the fastest electric car on the planet, but it's up there, isn't it? It's up there.
Yeah, there's obviously the Taycan's come out with the new Turbo GT. You got the Lucid, but they're like, the Lucid has about 1400 horsepower, I think it is, and twice the cost.
Yeah.
So these are up there as one of the fastest sort of cars.
Okay. So for those that don't know, Ibby's a car dealer. He's a friend of mine, and you deal with a lot of electric cars, mainly Teslas. Don't you?
Yeah,
you love an electric car. So we're going to do a whole conversation today about the electric car market, how it's been on the rocks for the last couple of years, and where it's at today. So you've recently bought this as a bit of stock.
Yeah, a bit of stock. So we do get electric cars, but we get Teslas mainly. So that's like the Model S, Model X, Model 3Ys. A variety of variants on them, whether it's performance and stuff like that. But this is the new Model S. So they stopped making Model S's pretty much around 2020. Promising right and drive, blah blah. A few years later, right, if you want one, it's only left and drive. So Model S and X now is only left and drive, and I don't think they make them anymore as well. So they had a limited run where if you bought one, and it's left and drive, that's it.
So all the S Plaids and the X, they do an X Plaid as well?
Yeah, Model X as well.
I didn't know that, okay. They're all left-hand drive.
All
There's no such thing as a right-hand drive one. So this is a UK car?
UK car.
So it's built for the UK essentially, but not, only left-hand drive?
Left and drive,
That's interesting.
I read somewhere there's less than 100.
Wow.
In the UK, so there's not many. And driving left and drive is the first drive, it feels a bit awkward.
Yeah.
But after that you get used to it. However, there's a lot of people that drive into Europe. So the chap who I bought this from, he was a German, so he was going to Germany quite a bit. So for him it was better to buy left. He had no choice, but the left and drive worked better for him. Of course. Because he's more time in Europe and he's left and drive in Europe.
Makes sense. So was he the first owner of this car?
Yeah, he bought it brand new.
And what year is it?
23 plate.
23 plate, so it's just over a year old. What's the mileage on this car now?
About 27,000.
What's the performance, the power figure of this car?
So stats on this is so it's triple motor setup this. So you got 3 motors, 2 on the back, 1 on the front. Each motor is 340 brake horsepower. So you got 680 on the back, 340 in the front, 1020 total.
No
you can
way.
make it. You can make it rear-wheel drive only. You can make it front-wheel drive only. Split it 50-50. You got 1,050 foot-pounds of torque on it, and 0 to 60 with the foot roll out that Tesla do is 1.99, 200 mile an hour top speed.
Really?
And electric cars would be. They normally what they do is what we've established. They sort of fade, don't they?
Yeah. They do.
This gets stronger.
No way.
Yeah, it's mad. The first time, like, I'm not still used to it as a driver. Normally as a driver you don't feel it in the other cars. You feel it in this, and I'm still not used to it.
Because it's so fast. That's like warp speed, surely. Like,
well, that's what the Plaid the name of Plaid.
I was going to ask you this, because Plaid, is it not spelled P-L-A-I-D?
Yeah.
So I always thought it was Plaid. No. So it's Plaid, yeah?
Yeah, Plaid.
Where does that name come from?
Ludicrous was from the previous generation, and it's based all on, this is mad, you think a manufacturer does stuff like this, yeah, but Elon just does what he wants, yeah.
Crazy, yeah.
So it's from the parody movies, Star Wars, Spaceballs.
Okay.
So the Ludicrous was the fastest speed they had in there. And then there was another spaceship that sort of overtook it, and the name, that's Plaid speed. So the speed faster than Ludicrous is Plaid.
That is jokes.
So they put it in this car, and one step further, the graphics are the same as well.
What, they've got the graphics inside the car?
Yeah, so when you launch control, you get the graphics of the Plaid sort of like, is like yellow or red.
Okay.
The Ludicrous one's sort of shooting at you.
Really?
Yeah.
That's mad. So it stemmed from Star Wars?
Star Wars.
So the ludicrous mode was the crazy mode on the previous Model S's, yeah?
In the movie, there was one speed faster than Ludicrous, which was Plaid.
So that makes sense. So
that's how
it stems from Star Wars. That's funny. The last time, or not to say the last time he was on the channel, a few years ago he was on the channel with a Model 3 Performance.
Yes.
That was a fast car, wasn't it? So that was a dual motor.
That was dual motor setup. I think about 450 horsepower, 0 to 60 early threes, and that was fast.
What power is that roughly? Can you
About
remember?
450, 60, I think it is.
And that was one of the fastest cars that we've ever had on our Dragy leaderboard. And a lot of people keep saying, "How you need to do Dragy times?" I ain't done them for a long time because we rarely do review style videos anymore. But we're going to get the Dragy box out today. Hopefully it still works, and we're going to do Dragy times
20 to obviously
70
it's 2 of us and it's a bit wet, but
how does it put power down?
this is on winter tyres, so
I noticed there. Yeah, I was going to say.
yeah, so it's on the Tesla-approved Pirelli tyres, what they sell, winter ones all around, because obviously the car will go in Europe, so by law you have to have winter tyres on.
Okay, does it put the power down all right then with them tyres on?
But what the traction on these is quite clever, because if you, for example, if you keep launching, it learns and adjusts the traction according. So it's, it does deliver the power quite well. But
I'm concerned for my life, Ibby. That's what I'm trying to get at. Is it going to? Are we going to be all right?
I'd say we'll give it a go and hopefully we'll come out on the other side. But I think it'll be, it's definitely faster. If you look at all the drag races against whether SF90s are fast now. We know SF90s are sort of king of quarter miles, you know, and this it puts that to shame.
That is unbelievable. It's sad. It's sad.
It's sad, but to me as a proposition,
yeah,
daily driver, no service cost. On a cheap tariff, maybe 10 quid for a full electric charge on it.
Electric van there as well in the background, just coincidentally. Yeah, go on, sorry.
At the moment it's free, but they'll pay some tax on it. It's got all the tech in it that I need, whether YouTube, Netflix, the phone pairing, autopilot. It's got all the tech in it. It's got the comfort, maybe not as good as an S-Class, but nearly that. Yeah,
it's a classy car. Yeah.
So it's overall as a package, as a daily driver, it ticks all the boxes. Hypercar performance for next to no running costs.
It's 1,000 brake horsepower. Yeah,
1,020.
And it's an affordable daily driver. You can see how they're so like, I don't know. It's such a competitive car on the market, isn't it? How many of them are currently advertised on the market?
Auto Trader, 0.
Really? So there's none? So you said there was 100 in the UK?
Yeah, there's none on Auto Trader. Last time I looked yesterday, there's one Model X Plaid on the market. I think that's about 80 grand.
Okay, wow. And then what's the value of this today?
The brand new price on this was just under 120, I think 119 something. With that sort of mileage, I'd say about 65. So just over half price.
So almost 50% in less than 2 years.
Yeah.
That is. Was it an early 23 car or a late 23 car?
That's when they started.
This particular car. Is it a January? So is it 2 years old?
It's coming on to 2 years old.
So it's 2 years old.
Yeah, it's a 23.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 2 years old. So in 2 years, it's almost lost 50%.
Almost 50%. Yeah.
Which is those 2 years there were probably the most significant 2 years of the electric car market, because in those 2 years we saw
the biggest depreciation.
so many cars depreciated. Taycans in particular. I say Taycans in particular. The whole electric car market.
All cars. Yeah.
We were seeing 50% in no time, weren't we?
I think what happened is the market sort of inflated quite a bit. So normally we've had a steady line, haven't we, where cars sort of notched down slightly. But what happened, we had that increase, so that gap's gone up. Then that's come down, plus what it should have come down.
So you think it's a simple case
of... It's double sort of... so the pandemic sort of through COVID, that raised the prices, didn't it, which was not normal.
Yeah.
So people buying cars coming back to me and saying that I bought this off you. I had an E63 I sold for 55 grand and the guy wanted 70 grand back for it.
And in your head you're thinking, how does this even make
and
sense?
You know, as traders, when we bought something, we can't pay more.
No, but the market did go that way.
Yes.
We were just saying on the other video about these M3s, they were the same. It was like selling them, then a few months later you'd be buying them back from the same customer for more money, because the market was just going like that. Whereas then yin and yang, what goes up must come down, and that did happen.
And double
across the whole market, didn't it? And with these in particular, it was double. What I find interesting with the electric car market is, with all the tax relief and tax benefits available to business owners with electric cars, you'd think that would keep that market really strong, which it kind of probably it would have helped. But for whatever reason, they just plummeted, didn't they?
Yeah, because then what happened is that point is a good point, because that market for these cars was that. And so 3 years later, when these cars are now like Model 3s,
used cars,
they're used cars,
yep,
and we know the demand's not there for sort of used car buyers,
yep,
they've gone and bought the new car again, company car, through business relief, all that sort of stuff. Now we've got all these cars that are sitting around that are no buyers for.
So one of the biggest factors for the depreciation of all these electric cars, there's a lot of factors involved, but that was one of the main ones, was the market was suddenly flooded with all these used, unwanted, essentially, electric cars.
Yeah, at the beginning, like iPhone, if the iPhone come out first, is the first thing. You'll only know what the demand's going to be second hand once it becomes 3 years old, or 4 years old and stuff like that. So when it comes into the market, the demand's not there as much because the prices still were high at the time. Model 3s were trading at 3 years old or coming into 3 years old at list price. But the list price, like for example, the Model 3 that we brought on before, the Model 3 was £35,000 base when it got launched. That went up to I think £3,000. So what happened was when people were buying them new, 42, the first owners bought them for 35. If they took 20% depreciation at 42 grand, what the new list price was, it was still £35,000. So they were getting their money back.
That's crazy.
Because it was loads of stuff
that's
going
how
on.
good the market was at that point.
Because the manufacturers were increasing. It's like Rolex now, today is £10,000. If they do 20% increase on it, your second-hand Rolex is going to be worth more because it's going to be based on the new list price.
Of course, yeah.
And every manufacturer started jacking the new list price up, which brought the second-hand market up on the same percentage basis.
Because the second-hand market ultimately is what dictates the new values of anything. If they've got a strong used market, then they've got a good new market as well. But in this case, not just Teslas, but across the board.
But in the market now is good because you're getting good deals. What we like to see.
So let's talk about you as a trader. You're very, you don't hold a lot of cars. Obviously, we run the opposite businesses very different. You're very specific about what you buy. You're a slower pace trader. Let's put it like that. Yeah, you like to buy electric cars, but you are a petrol head at heart. So you do buy a lot of this sort of things. You like Aston Martins. You do buy some random cars. Throughout this last 2-3 year period, when the electric car market's been funny, did you continue to buy throughout that period electric cars?
So it's mad that if someone who's watching the video think, oh my god, is the electric car mad? Yeah, just to let you know, I've got R8 V10 Plus currently. I've just sold an Aston Martin Rapides, a DBS. I've got another GI Yaris. I've got a 911, 997. So I love my cars.
You do.
But daily drivers is a separate topic. I'm not going to jump in my R8 V10 to drive. I want to go gym. It just doesn't make sense to do it. But going back to your question, is the secret for me was in that market was as quickly in and out of the market.
Okay.
So if the market's dropping down
on a month-to-month basis,
I'm not buying that car today to sell it in a month's time because in a month's time the market's different. So I'd buy it today for today's money, price it competitively under the market, and sell it or hope to sell it. And a couple of cars we got stuck with, and we had to take that loss.
Did you make some losses for that then?
Yeah, I had a Model X which I bought was worth 40,000. I paid £40,000 for it. It was worth 50. The market's dropping. And we won't just drop it to 40,000 because we want to ratchet it down, slowly. That kept going, and we ended up taking just about £29,000 for it.
You lost a lot of money.
Yeah, 11 grand on that car. Yeah.
So you felt the grunt of that period as well.
But overall picture, if that was 1 out of 10, the question is at the beginning: do I say, well, I can't risk this market, not buy it, or say, do you know what? I can make money on 9 cars, I lose money on 1 car. Let's go for it. And you can't just sit down doing nothing. So that's the decision.
I think that's a good example though. So you've made money in a vulnerable market, which was a car that was the most vulnerable car on that vulnerable market.
Yes, and I think
that's good.
And I think it was better because as the market's dropping, there's buyers who couldn't afford that car for 35 grand. Now they've seen it for 32 grand. They don't know what's going to happen next month, if it's going to be 30 or 25. They're thinking, oh, I couldn't afford that car, I can afford it now. So they've gone in and then said, I'll buy that for 32 because that was my budget.
Exactly. So, which helped the market again, didn't it?
Yeah.
So you're still proactively buying electric cars. I am as well. By the way, we're proactively buying electric cars. In fact, I put out there the other day that if any subscribers want to sell an electric car, it'd be good to get an electric private seller on the channel to buy one as a bit of stock. We've been bought that MG electric car the other day in a video. That sold straight away. That's been good news. We bought a few Dragy or I-Paces. They've been good news. We're not going all out with buying electric cars because we're kind of known as performance cars. We buy a lot of performance cars, and we buy what we like to buy. We all do that, don't we? We bought a Tesla there. We bought a few Teslas, Model 3s. They've been good news. Yeah, we do. We've been buying a few of them.
But they're good sellers, though.
They are good sellers. They've been really good. and getting to know them. They seem to be demanded. You see a lot of them on the road, so they're popular.
Yeah.
And we're just slowly tiptoeing our way into this market. So this car then, so it's essentially a Model S, like visually, it's a Model S. The wheels suit it, different wheels to a normal Model S.
No, that's a standard wheel setup that you get on it.
Yeah.
If you want to upgrade them, you can get, I think they're called arachnid wheels. So it's slightly different as an upgraded wheel.
Okay, so these are the lower spec wheels.
Yeah, standard base spec, yeah.
Okay, but they look all right, they actually look good. But visually, other than that, is that actually a Plaid badge on the back?
Yeah, that's the Plaid badge, yeah.
Oh, is it? Dark rear lights. There's not really a lot to say about it. It's a Tesla Model S, isn't it? With loads of power. Range, how many miles are you going to get out of full charge in this car? Is it the same as a normal Tesla?
Yeah, over 300 they say. I've done 210 miles with 60% battery.
Okay.
So I think you can get about 300 miles in it on the motorway driving sensibly. So when I picked this car up from London, I got back to where I am 210 miles and I didn't charge it and it was about 80% in it.
That's unreal. It is unreal, isn't it? So good. Okay, I can see all carbon fibre on the inside there. That looks nice. Is it warming up now? Is that why it's whirring up?
No, that's reduced power. And that's battery heating up for...
Because you've purposely put it into heating.
Yeah, to get the full performance.
Okay, all right. Let's do that bit now, yeah? We'll jump out on it, see what it does Dragy times in, and yeah, just go for passenger ride in a 1,000 brake horsepower Tesla. Let's do it. Guys, just quickly, I'm going to be announcing the winner of the F80 M3 tonight on Planet Dreams at 9 PM. If you've not got your entries yet, it's 19 pence an entry. If you're a free user, you can get an entry for completely free. Make sure you do that. Dreamcatchers, you are, of course, already automatically entered. It's a lovely example. It's Yasmarina Blue. I think it's done 60-something thousand miles, low mileage, completely stock bar, the visual stuff, splitter, front plate delete. I think it's on a set of springs and space as well. Just looks nice, really nice looking thing. Lovely example. I'm going to be going live on the Planet Dreams Instagram tonight at 9 PM to announce the winner. Get your entries now. I'll link the Planet Dreams link in the description below. Good luck. I don't know if that's the right word. You know what I am going to do before we head out, because it is tradition on the channel, is we're going to do a car vertical check, because they are a sponsor of the channel, and I like to caution the world what you need to do when you buy a used car. Obviously we're car dealers, so we're doing these checks all the time. It's so important. And there is an example. This is what comes up on my homepage when I log into Car Vertical. This Alfa Romeo Giulietta, and that's what you don't want to see. Damaged. It's got pictures as well. This car was damaged twice, and it's got photos of the damage there. That's what you don't want to see when you're doing a car vertical check. I'll do one on this car, see what this all comes back with. Obviously it's a new car, I'm sure it's all fine. I'm sure you've done your checks when you bought it anyway. But that's what you don't want to see. And then I'm hoping that the Model S is all good, or the Plaid should we say, and that would be the perfect example of what you do want to see. And yeah, it's all good, mileage is all good, no finance. It's done a title check as well. That's what must be a new thing. Maybe it does it on later cars. Oh, it's just a bit more info there. Never seen that before. And then no previous damage, and then one ownership record found as well. July 2023 was manufactured.
Is that when it registered? Yeah.
Oh, so it does say manufactured in the United States in 20. So they were. Is it made over there? Then they ship it over here, but it's a UK car.
Yeah, it seems that.
It's random, isn't it?
Yeah, they said they're going to bring the right and drive.
So the first UK owner,
I think his was one of the first.
Was July 2023.
Yeah, I think that's he had one of the first lots. You see,
he must have.
He had his name down, deposit for the right and drive. It didn't happen, and then when this come about, they said either take a deposit back or you take delivery of the car. As a bit of a gesture, what they did with him was, for first 3 years he had free supercharging.
Really?
Yeah. That once he sold it to me in my account, that goes.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it was a gesture of goodwill. They gave him 3 years supercharging.
That's amazing. All right. Well, yeah, that's all good anyway. So that's what you want to see when you're doing car vertical check. Obviously, I've got a promo code CCD to get 20% off, and I'll link car vertical in the description below. There's not really much more to say other than I'm just trying to delay the drive, to be honest. I'm trying to delay the drive. Let's do it. Yeah. First impressions of the interior. So is it running at the minute?
So it's all started, ready
to roll. Yeah.
Performance, everything fine. You just put. You know what you're going to find weird. So there's few things in the inside. So there's no indicate stokes now or anything. It's all on the steering. Weird at first.
Yeah,
but
that is
it's
good.
actually much easier now when you're just on there, just changing obviously indicators there, washers on there, horns on there. Another thing, the screen now, it's more like a Model 3 sort of landscape, and that tilts as well, so you can turn
I noticed it's pivoted towards you.
Yeah, so what you could do
Shall I
is
get a video on my phone so you can show it.
Yeah.
I can show everyone. Just for the benefit of the video. Sorry, just point out the indicators. And just focus on that. Is it going to focus? Yeah, that's it.
and it comes up there as a blind spot thing.
And then the washer, the
Flashes on there as well, and the horn is on there.
okay.
Yeah, we got the screens in the back as well for kids' games and stuff as well.
Really?
Yeah, so you can play
Oh,
games.
there's a
you know.
screen there.
Yeah,
I'm going to run my iPhone just so we can show you people.
Yeah, we'll look at when we come back. Yeah, I'll sort that in a bit. But you can tilt it in it. Maybe you have to start the car. Right, so it wasn't started, sorry. So when you start, another weird thing. So no gear, so you swipe. So you can either do it here.
Ah, that's neat, isn't it?
Yeah, so it disappears. So most of the time you don't even know that. So you can either go backwards.
Well, hold on. Oh, what? Just to tell it you're
Gear, yeah. So
No way.
Yeah, so press park there, and you can either go forward to drive,
Yeah.
reverse.
That is so strange. So that is how you select the gear.
And
But you have got that there as like a.
over there.
The carbon's really nice. It's like satin carbon. I love that. And it's got an Alcantara headline in, which is also very nice.
Now
Glass roof.
in the boot as well. They've got all carpet and Alcantara. If you look at the side here, the doors, they used to have that plastic. It used to look a bit cheap.
Yeah.
So they've carpeted most of it now. Plush
Nice.
carpet, bit of Alcantara, suede stuff, leather everywhere. So it gives you that little bit of premium feel.
It
now.
feels very premium. It does feel
Yeah.
good. And the Dragy box, I can confirm, is working.
And we're going.
The car's moving. It's just moving on its own.
Right, let's
so
go.
let's get my seatbelt on. And yeah. Did Carwell do a drag race between this and a Chiron?
They've done drag race with all sorts, but they done one with a Chiron. Is it Super Sport 300, the fastest one they got? And on the quarter mile, literally there's nose, on what.
It's mad to think that, isn't it? I'm going to pull up my Dragy leaderboard because I haven't looked at it for ages. So your Tesla Model 3 Performance with a passenger, obviously me being a passenger, done it in 3.34 seconds. That was a mega quick car. The fastest car on my Dragy leaderboard is Audi R8 V10 Plus, ironically, which you just mentioned you've got one, 2.86 seconds.
If I said the R8 feels slow compared to this.
That's crazy. They're a fast car as well. What I mention it a lot with electric cars is they make me feel a bit travel sick, and I can feel it instantly. Obviously, I'm going to feel it more when you put your foot down.
Few
but-
people that have sat in this car just by the steering wheel on the opposite side have said they felt a bit sick just sitting, because they're not normally associated sitting there with the steering wheel. They just say,
Yeah, it feels. It's a weird experience. I almost feel like I should have pedals over here, but I haven't. Strange.
right.
Go right, yeah. It's cool that comes up, the camera and stuff.
And you've got 360 camera recording on this as well, so you can.
I was going to say that to you because you sent me a video. Someone tried to open the door at night, didn't they?
So you've got Sentry mode, so you've got like surveillance on cameras all round. You've got cameras on it that's recording now 24/7 all round. So if I don't know, someone pulls out or someone crashes into you, it just records it for you. And then you've got the Sentry mode that's activated obviously through the night and stuff. So a chap decided he wants to go around and try to see if anyone's door's open, and when he pressed the door handle, the pressure sensor realised someone's obviously that's not authorised around the car because of the keys not there. Has pressed the handle, so I got notification. Then I get the recording on my phone of all the footage and stuff.
That is funny. So good, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
You
good.
can put it in the
I might
video,
put that in the
yeah.
video,
Yeah.
yeah. Because that was. I was fascinated for even for your house. It's great security, isn't it? To
Great
know that
security, yeah.
You've got full-time CCTV on your
CCTV.
driveway. So we'll have a little feel for the power before we attempt these Dragy times.
Is it?
You can feel it. It's just because it's weird, isn't it? How responsive is that though?
Instant,
It's
yeah.
so instant. It's so sensitive. It's so weird. I'm looking at the mirror because I'm trying to look out the back, but I can't look in. I'm even looking inside mirror, but they're obviously set up for you, not
Yeah.
for me, because I'm so used to. We all are, driving on this side.
Yeah, I've never driven a left-hand drive before, and but a couple of days with it, you're used to it.
Yeah, you do get used to it.
Oh, I forgot to show you the so drive-throughs and stuff like that, people say you have a problem with the tickets, but Tesla, I'll show you the box afterwards that you got with it to sort of help you with the tickets. It's proper funny.
Oh, really? That's good.
Yeah.
Because even like whatever, buzzing yourself into the gym or whatever, you can't.
It's called a Tesla Reacher, yeah.
So this is the Reacher. It's actually called.
Solution for the left-hand drive, so you can get your
That
parking
is
tickets.
brilliant. So when you go into a car park, that's what. Really? That came with the car. So it's actually a Tesla Reacher.
Yeah, so you just reach over to get your. I don't
That-
know about getting your coffee, but
But you could put your Apple Pay on there, couldn't you? You could pay for.
yeah, you can just get
Put your bank
tickets
card
and
in
bits and
there.
bobs,
Yeah.
So
Sound.
that actually comes with the.
That comes with the left-hand drive cars
Yeah.
in England.
Yeah.
Does it have traction control, Ibby?
Yeah, that's all on.
Okay. That's good.
But it manages
That's
power really well. You can feel it a little bit, but it's not one of them where it'll just spin out on you.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna I'm not gonna tell everyone, but I'm just gonna get my Dragy thing up. Make sure it's connected first. It ain't got nothing. But I'm just gonna do it for my own.
This is not launch. To launch control, you have to go in cheater mode and all that.
We don't need to do
that
launch
for-
though
yeah.
because it's 20 to 70.
Yeah.
All right, just go on. What? Ibby, man, that is a joke. That's a joke.
How does it feel?
It boots you.
Yeah, you get
I've
that.
never felt anything like that. I've never felt anything like that.
Yeah, that's not still the full power
Really?
from the launch. The way it does is at the moment the way it explains, like honestly, when you see them launch, you see the front really high, don't you?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So that's what it felt like when you put it in cheater stance. It lowers the nose down, so as it launches, the car's still pretty level and gripping on the front.
Really? That's
Yeah,
clever.
So it's just going up.
That is so weird. That's so weird. Because I'm not expecting it. There's no noise.
Yeah, but what to do is, just watch that speed, though. Yeah, that's what baffles your mind. Yeah.
Go on. Oh my god. That is strange. What a strange experience.
And it just keeps pulling and put that. Normally it starts fading, but this it just pulls all the way.
Yeah, I can feel it. So it does
Excited.
feel strange. It feels so different to a petrol car. I don't know.
It just instant.
It's like a rubber band. It just pings off.
And the handling, like grip wise.
Yeah, it seems to be grabbing all right. Tyres are definitely doing us proud. Well, the technology as well. I'm guessing it is. It's probably sending all the power.
They're like a side road. We can.
Mate, I don't want to go down the side road.
You've got to.
Why?
You've got to experience launch control. You've got to.
I actually feel a bit sick. Seriously, I'm not going to.
First, you feel like now I've got like light headache. In the little bit. Where you can feel like blood a little
It
bit.
warps your brain a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just skipping off the mark, isn't it? Even can hear it go.
Yeah.
You scared the sheep, Timmy.
Can't hear this.
It is clever how well it's gripping. Yeah, that's it. The camera is so clear. Nah. It's so
It's just
strange.
out of the bend, so like that.
Mate.
See that? I just picked up and that.
Yeah, that's it's fine, Ibby, yeah? It's fine.
Let's keep going.
This thing is mad. It's so strange that it don't make no noise. It's peaceful but savage at the same time. Yeah, I was just thinking, I was coming down this road the other day and Ricky's 1500 horsepower M3 or whatever power it is, and how this compares to, I think on the day it was running like 1100 horsepower or something.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking how that compares. They feel just completely different.
Total different experience.
Yeah, it is. I feel like I'm on a bloody roller coaster.
Right, are you ready? What's that?
I can see it lowering. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, go.
See that? You got
It's waving like a drag car, isn't it?
yeah.
The what's his?
If
So
I
the
don't know
time.
the time, in my opinion, it'll be doing 2.34 seconds.
So what's interesting is the science behind getting a car off the mark and to 70 from 20 to 70 mile an hour. There's a lot involved there, and you've got double the power to the Model 3 Performance, yeah, which done it in
3.3 was it?
okay, yeah, 3.33 that done it in, and then the R8 done it in 2.86. This is just
They're seriously fast cars in it.
yeah. All these cars are seriously fast. This has just done it. It is the top of the list in 2.56. So 2.56 seconds. So it's faster. 20 to 70 is a bit of a funny time. I do it for so many different reasons. One, it's legal. Two, it's you ain't got a battle to getting cars off the mark. Three, it's real world speeds. You know, it's within the speed limit. I think it's a good indicator. But yeah, 2.56 seconds. So on my leaderboard, this is now the top car. And
We're a bit damp, cold, and too deep as well.
there's that as well.
Yeah.
We are, yeah. Do you want to try one more? Yeah, I'm ready when you are. That's it.
I think it'd be similar, maybe a bit less. Because
It done it in almost exactly the same time, 2.6.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable, isn't it? It's that consistent though. I reckon
Yeah.
if you've done it time and time again, it's like
It'll
a
be same
computer.
because the 1.99 is just the bragging thing, rollout and all that. Realistically, these do 0 to 60 in about 2.23 seconds. Obviously, it's a bit damp now, so the time, the 20 to 70 is a similar time to 0 to 60 on these.
Okay, yeah, of course it is. It generally is on most cars.
Yeah.
So even think about that as a time, 0 to 60 in just over 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Even my face, like seriously, my face as we watch the footage back, it feels like my face is like that. To an extent, anyway, I can feel the pressure.
Yeah.
It's serious.
But if you try to lean forward as well, you can feel the force in it. You can't get forward.
Yeah, you actually can't. You can't. I just tried pulling myself forward. Then you can't. It's weird.
Let's give that a go. Go on. Let's slow it down.
What, you gonna go get? Oh no.
No, not full thing. Try to get. See,
Yeah, you literally, you're fighting against.
yeah, but
force.
normally 60. The other ones like now when I go in, I've got a P100D, which is the first sort of version. Then the one before this, they call it a Raven car. That was like a facelift performance one, and they're fast cars. After driving this, that P100D feels so slow, and that's cars a 670 brake horsepower car.
That is so weird. This is a fast car, isn't it?
How do you feel it? Generally, is it? I don't know. I'm getting a bit used to it, but
No. It's shockingly quick. Like it's unbelievably quick. Even look at the times, 2.56 seconds. Comparing that to an R8 V10 Plus, which is a seriously fast car. It's a supercar. It puts power down really well. So that's not struggling doing any kind of draggy times. It's that's made for it. And this is just it's an electric car.
and then you could
It's just
obviously you got
smashing R8.
you can do track mode on it as well, and you can customize that as well.
What about around the Nürburgring? I think they perform.
There's
Because I'm just thinking, like, in a straight line seems to be good. I think it did perform really well around the Nürburgring, didn't it?
so with these cars, you can get a track pack as well. So that comes with the carbon summit. The brakes are a bit crap on these, so you can get a track pack which comes with carbon summit brakes and a few other stuff on it. And
Okay.
is it that Misha guy? He's done one, and it's ridiculous.
Really?
Yeah. So that now this is a track mode as well. This is 80-20 split.
Oh, what?
So that's
It's trying to slide out.
20% in the back.
Oh, really? That's 20% to the back.
No, 80 back.
80 to the back,
yeah.
20 to the front.
So it'll drive totally different now in track, but you can make it front wheel drive, full rear wheel drive, traction.
Whatever you wanna do,
You can
all within
customize
that.
it there, yeah. So you can set your mode, create a profile. You can do drift mode. Obviously, that'll be full to the back with less traction and all
That
that.
is so strange.
So you'll feel it now, yeah, with it being more rear biased. Yeah, what's the way it
Yeah.
sets off now?
I do feel a bit rough. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Wow.
So it becomes a bit more rear biased.
But even doing that in a 1,000 horsepower car, yeah, you can feel it.
A bit more.
It's so fast, isn't it? It's
So that's
just
not
so
full
fast.
power. That won't be done in 1,000 horsepower now. Obviously, you're only sending 80% of the 680 to the back
Yeah,
and 20% split on the front.
I see what you're saying.
You feel a bit funny, don't you?
Yeah, I do feel a bit funny. It's a mixture of the power and the electric car thing, but yeah, it's been Well, when we first spoke about the M3, which obviously we've done a deal on now, as mentioned earlier, that's now on Planet Dreams. We literally got that car shipped down because I said to you, you need to drive this Tesla down because I need to get this car on the channel.
Yep.
I wanted to do a bit of electric car talk. So you, at the minute, you are still, you know, you're still happy in the doing electric cars. You're doing your performance stuff. You're still doing a few electric cars.
Yeah, a bit of everything. Yeah,
That's good.
The electric cars are always good. Obviously, it's getting promoted more and more, so we've got to evolve. Otherwise,
The future's electric, isn't it?
yeah, I won't say specifically the future is all electric. There'll be everything about, but if the bulk of it in like 2030 and stuff is all changing, we've got to adopt it. And if you're not,
course we have.
it's all about knowledge, isn't it?
And it's all about adapting to the current
Yes.
market. If whether the, like, we know this ban's been reversed back to 2030 of manufacturing. Oh, there's a driver pulling it out. Manufacturing new petrol cars, so the market will slowly change. But we don't know where the market's going to be in 10 years' time, and who cares where it's going to be in 10 years' time? It's all about now.
Yep, correct.
And right now, these things are selling. I mean, for you, this particular car, this is going to be a massive demand because there ain't none of them on the market.
No. Obviously, if you can get over the left-hand drive issue, where
Well, yeah, but it is what it is. If you want a Plaid, you've got to do that. You've got no choice. So this car's going up. Is it going up sale immediately or not?
yeah, within a week or so, just get it all prepped up and then send it to the market. Yeah, it'd be around 65,000.
Cool. All right. So I'll link Ibby's links in the description below. I'll also link Car Vertical. Don't forget to use my code CCD to get that 20% off, because when you're doing your checks, you don't want to see the Alfa Romeo check. You want to see the Tesla S Plaid check as an example. Also, I'll link Planet Dreams in the description below if you want to be in for a chance of winning that E90 M3 and whatever else we're giving away. Even the way that just engaged into reverse it, it's just weird.
Weird, isn't it?
Yeah. I've probably used the word weird so many times in this video. But yeah, done. Thanks, Ibby. Thanks for coming down. And
You lie down now.
I'm going to go chill. Yeah, I'm going to go wind down. Sorted.